Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
How's things?
How are things? How's your mom?
How's your mum?
How's your mom?
How's your mum?
How's your mom? I just feel like you have to ask that all the time. How's your mom?
Is that a Midwestern thing?
How's your mom? Yeah. How's your mom? How's your mom doing?
She's good.
Is she good?
How's your mum?
Is that not like you don't do that in England? The how's your mom?
I don't think
It's
so.
very much maybe Midwestern. How's your mom? If you run into anyone, it's always how's your mom?
You know, in Ireland.
No one's ever like, how's your dad?
In Ireland,
Nobody
they
cares
do
how
it.
your dad is.
No, that's weird. In Ireland, they say, "How's your mum?"
They do.
Yeah, I just realised.
It's always how's your mom?
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about your sister,
That's a
your
good
brother,
point.
your pets. Sometimes your pets. How's your dog?
Oh yeah.
Not even. It's how's your mom?
My favourite is
No
when
one
people
else
say,
matters.
"Do you still have your dog?" Have you ever had that one?
Do you still have your
Yeah.
dog? Seriously?
Threw it away. Yeah, people say that. Do you still have your dog?
I've never heard that
Oh
one.
yeah, I've heard it a few times.
And then have you gone, no, he's dead?
Yeah, maybe that's an English thing.
And then it's super awkward.
Especially if he is. Oh.
And then they're like, I'm so sorry. And then
Yeah.
you just move on onto the milk aisle in the grocery store. Just go about your day.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you met at the grocery store, see someone, oh, you still have your dog? No,
Actually,
he
yeah.
died.
I think that's
Okay.
even happened to me
Bye.
at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, speaking of animals,
Yes.
nobody ever asked how's your cat, but we have, we were going to tell the story of Maggie. So we adopted them both. You guys heard that. They heard that part.
They heard the adoption, and you even showed Maggie on the last
Yes.
vlog. Oh, there's Alan, but I thought it was Maggie for a
He
minute.
sees birds outside, so he's like.
Yeah.
So Maggie, our problem cat, but she's fine. She's loving. She actually just cuddled on me the other night. She cuddles on me. She thinks I'm her mom.
It was your Insta story, in fact.
Yes. And so she, we thought that she had died or disappeared because when we lived in Santa Monica, she escaped.
Yeah.
And because we moved, and cats don't like it when you move.
Well,
Right?
when did we realise she was gone?
We realized we had just moved from 18th to 26th
That's right.
in Santa Monica, and we realized it. You know, we probably went the day thinking she's hiding, and then the next day was like, wait, where's Maggie?
The first week she was around, though, wasn't she?
Yeah, and then she ran away. Often cats will like run back to their old home or to try to find their old
Right.
home where their scent is.
Yes.
Because cats don't like moving.
Well, they clearly.
Right. So Maggie, door was open for a second, apparently, ran out, and they actually used to both be indoor-outdoor. That's
Yes.
right.
They both used to be outdoor cats.
Yes,
and
they were
got
indoor,
a collar
outdoor.
for them even.
Yes, and when we were living in Santa Monica,
That's
they were
right.
indoor-outdoor, so that was it. See, they stopped when we moved up in the canyons because there's tons of coyotes,
That's
and
right.
every single neighbor and everyone was like, "You cannot have your cat outside, or they will be dead within 24 hours.
true, yeah.
They will get eaten by a coyote, and that is a fact.
Yeah.
So you will not." And it was like, whoa. So once we moved up in the hills, and we still live in the hills, they're now indoor, and they seem quite happy. But
Yeah, a Yorkshire Terrier got snatched the other day at 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
are you
from
serious?
outside, yeah. By a
Here in
coyote.
Encino?
Yep.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that? 4 in the
4 in the
afternoon? Where
afternoon.
was he?
It just said, I was in the garden.
He was in the
He
garden?
was in the garden, 4 in the
So
afternoon.
we can never leave Oliver
No,
outside.
he wouldn't last 5
No,
minutes.
seriously, we can't leave him outside for
No,
5 minutes.
no.
I remember when we first moved here, the gardener was here, and Oliver was outside, and I was like reading a book. He goes, "No, you cannot leave him."
That's fine.
And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Coyotes, they will eat him."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like they'll come down and they'll eat him.
And they start
And Ollie
howling.
would have no idea. He'd just be like, "Doo, doo, 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 doo."
Yeah, then it'd be gone. Speed.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear all the coyotes screaming at night. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
they all like howl together because they're pack animals, so they'll all just go, but you hear like times 100.
Alan. Alan's coming over now because of that.
Ow, 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 ow,
Look at Alan.
ow. So yeah, so they were at one point when we were living in Santa Monica outdoor indoor, and Alan would go out. He had a friend that we called Fat Maggie.
Fat Maggie.
And Fat Maggie basically looked exactly like Maggie, white and black, but fat, but
Yeah.
like double the size. And Fat Maggie would come to the door all the time and ask for Alan
That's
to play.
right.
He would just come, Fat Maggie would come, and I love that we're calling Fat Maggie a he. We don't really know if it's a he or a
He
she.
seemed like a he.
Seemed like the boy.
Yes.
But Fat Maggie would come and he would just, ow, ow, ow.
So called
And then we-
Fat... Sorry,
Yeah.
do you say?
Go ahead.
No, so called Fat Maggie because one day we were coming back from having some food and you said, "It's Maggie!" And it was a giant cat.
Yes. That's right. We were like walking back from a cafe. Alan, no. We were walking back from a cafe and I thought I saw Maggie. And I was like, oh, look, it's Maggie. And you're like, he's twice the size.
At least.
At least. How do you think that's Maggie? That's Fat Maggie. That's not Maggie. And I was like, oh, because my vision's not great. But yeah, but so it's basically looks exactly like Maggie, but double the size. So Fat Maggie would always yell out for Alan, and we'd open the door, and Alan would run out, and they would just play together. Fat Maggie would beat him up sometimes.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
he got beaten up a lot.
But they would play together, and Fat Maggie would always come to the door and just, like, is Alan up?
Yeah.
That's like what we heard.
crazy.
Alan, no,
Alan, why are you doing this?
because he likes to rub against
I
things.
know, but then it makes it all
So
weird.
yeah, so then what?
So then
Oh
Maggie-
yeah, so Alan would like go out and then he would come back in a couple hours
And he would
just,
go on walks with us.
he would walk with
Yeah.
us, and he would like we would be walking our dog and he would like walk with us, and so cute. I feel like that story. I mean, we could tell that story too.
Yeah, you
There's
should,
so
because
many
that was
stories.
really funny.
Yeah, so we took our dog who has since passed,
Yeah.
Sid, for a walk around the block, and Alan was outside at the time, so we're all walking down the sidewalk, Stephen, me, and Sid, and then Alan would be in the bushes, like following us, like "Meow," and just following us
For
and
ages.
jumping through the bushes, and he came and he walked with us the whole way around the block, and then as we're on the third part of the block, we're walking up towards Wilshire Boulevard, which is really busy.
Main road.
And what happened?
Well, Alan just goes, meow, meow.
Yeah, right as we're approaching the busy street, Alan's like,
Never heard a noise. Yeah. He did.
like that much, right?
That's right. It
He
was
like,
crazy.
He was basically saying, no, stop, danger zone. Those are
Cars.
really fast, big things going back and forth, and they will kill us. No!
It's exactly what it did. I
Do you
couldn't
hear
believe
it?
it.
No!
Alan,
No!
he's ruining our lives again.
So we stopped, and Alan's like, no! And we stopped, and then he kind of like, basically saying, don't go to Wilshire,
He's freaking
turn
out.
around to stay on the side streets, which were much quieter. So we're like, okay, Alan. So we turn around, and then he just like jolly, like,
He was happy then.
Yeah, happy, just like walks with us all the way back home, but we could not hit that busy street. We had to stay on the side street there.
That was mad.
It was so funny.
Yeah,
'cause-
I
well,
couldn't
he's
believe it.
smart. He was like, he saw big, fast things going back and forth and
Yeah.
back. He saw these, this big, busy street with fast cars.
He didn't want us to go.
And that
there.
was dangerous, and he was
Yeah.
protecting his family. He was,
Crazy.
right?
Exactly
Didn't
that.
he do that?
Yeah.
I remember
Screaming
that.
at us.
Just nonstop, really loud and
Even
really
taking
fast.
a breath. Just.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was like life or death to him.
What an
It was
idiot.
like life or death. So funny. So yeah, he would go on walks with us, and then there was Maggie. Maggie, and when he wanted to come in, he would just meow, or he'd sit at the door and outside the window,
Oh my
and we'd
God.
see him, and we'd open it up, and he would come in like a normal cat.
Yeah,
But Maggie would
Oh my
meow to come in, so she,
Yeah.
and we'd open the door, and she'd run away.
And roll around.
And we were like, Maggie, come here. And she'd run, and I'd come out, and she'd run, and then she'd roll on her stomach.
Yeah.
And then right when you got close, she ran off.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, I guess she doesn't want to come in.
We were hours sometimes
right.
trying to get
We
her
would
in.
shut the door and go about our business. 2 seconds later, we'd open the door, and there she is, right there.
Yeah, with her eyes
I'd
really
come,
mad.
I'd say, come on in, and she'd run off, go on her belly. The second you get close, she'd run off.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay.
It was mental.
So we try and chase her, and we go around the alleyway, and we'd be chasing her.
Yes.
Maggie, come here. Okay, fine. She's still running off. She doesn't. And then the second we would shut the door.
Yeah, we'd go back
second
in.
we'd shut the door.
Yeah. It was, she kept
Open the door.
Oh
she
my
did
God.
it for hours.
Hours and hours
So
and hours.
mental issues there. Or this was like
Definitely.
some sick game that she thought was funny.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't funny.
so anyway, we kind of were like, all right, but she always did end up coming back.
Yeah.
One of the times she would eventually
Always.
come in.
Yeah.
Until that one time we moved and then she just didn't come back.
Yeah.
And one day led into 5 days, which led into 10 days,
Yeah.
which led into 15 days. And at this point we were running around going to all the shelters.
Yeah, the shelters.
Asking if they had found any cats
Yeah.
or if there were any hit and
Yeah,
runs.
it was crazy.
And they just, nobody knew where she was.
Yeah, and they said she definitely won't come back after this amount of time.
Yeah, they were like, look, we've never seen, and at this point, you know, we had kept going, and Steven, after day 2, was like, well, I guess she's gone.
After on day
That's
1.
just life, isn't it? Literally, she'd be gone for 2 hours, and he's like, well, that's life. It's cruel, it's unfair, and that's life, and we just gotta roll on forward. Just gotta go on there, forward. You know, did the mourning. We can do a funeral because she's definitely dead.
We had a bad relationship.
think.
We had a tortured relationship, but now we get on fine.
Plus side is, my fucking house won't smell of urine.
She did wee on everything
she's
I own.
dead, and that's that. It had been an hour.
I did.
I was like,
did.
Steven, there's hope. She's gonna come back. It's not likely. It's really not. It's after 6. She's gone.
Yeah, I did. I admit that I did
Yeah,
do that.
you did
yeah.
do that.
I wrote her off.
He actually wrote her off
Wrote her
like
off.
within an hour.
Yeah.
But I, on the other hand, never gave up hope.
No, you didn't.
No.
Even after all that time.
Yeah, about a month had passed. She's still gone, and we had gone to the places, and they all said, "Look, we've never had a cat come back after a month. I'm sorry,
Especially
but
not on
you
that
gotta move
road.
on."
Yeah.
Steve's like, "That's what I said on day 1."
I did. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, Maggie.
See, should have listened to me. And then about just over a month had passed, and it's 4 a.m, and we're sleeping, and we're on the 2nd floor of our apartment. And we're sleeping, and all of a sudden we hear, and we wake up,
Yeah.
and I know, sorry, the battery,
Oh, that's okay.
and I know that that's Maggie. I
Yeah.
know that that's her meow. And I shoot out of bed at 4 a.m. We both get up.
Yeah, you were
And
like, Maggie!
I was like, Maggie! And I jumped out of the bed, ran to the balcony, and she had climbed over through the gate.
Yeah.
We were on the 2nd floor. I don't know how the hell she got
No idea. And
on
then
the
all
balcony.
All the rail.
There was
you
all
couldn't
these
get,
railings, like you couldn't get through, so she
couldn't-
must have climbed up the
I
wall.
don't know how she did it.
We don't know how she got through, but she got through up onto the 2nd floor balcony, and she's standing there looking through the glass balcony,
Yeah.
just. She's black and white, but she was completely black, full of
Completely black
dirt, soot, just so skinny and dirty
Yeah, she
and
was
crying.
skinny.
And I've never heard her. Ooh, ow!
Oh, you're
Oh my
alright.
god! Oh
What
my god!
happened?
Oh my god!
What happened?
Oh my god!
What happened?
Charlie horse!
Oh, Charlie horse.
Ah!
Oh, no. Help, let me.
It's on my neck.
Oh,
Oh my god.
is that better?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Oh, shit.
Charlie horse on your neck.
It's so weird.
Who gets a
I
Charlie
don't know
horse
what
on your neck?
happened.
Whoa.
Oh,
You alright?
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, mama.
Is that better?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Who gets a Charlie horse
Oh,
on
it's
your
right
neck?
there on the side. Shit.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Jeez, Louise.
Ow!
Well, I'm trying my best.
Ooh. Oh! It's a little. Ah! That's so weird.
Whoa.
Ow.
That's weird. that
Yeah.
you would get
It's
that.
like I pulled a muscle in my neck.
Slept funny.
Maybe. All right. So where were we? So I look at her. And I
Yeah.
open the door, and I bring her in, and she's, and right away I just pour cat food down, and she runs to the cat food as if she hasn't eaten it for a month because she probably
hasn't.
hasn't.
Yeah.
And she's like this. She starts crying while she's eating. She goes, and then she vomits. She just kept doing that. And after she's done eating and crying, we take her to the sink, and normally cats hate being bathed, but she was just...
I'm just going to go and get him, yeah.
And she was just like, I put her in the sink, and she's just like, oh, please clean me, please clean me. And she's, you want to just bring him over here?
Yeah,
and I'm washing her clean, and she's just like sitting still, like so happy. Anyway, we take her to the vet, and she's totally healthy, other than she had a UTI. She came back with a UTI, so we don't know what she was doing out there.
What's she been doing out there?
Slutting it up.
Oh, she's a cat.
I know, but
Oliver.
well, no, I think she probably got a UTI from like drinking dirty water.
Oh yeah, I wonder how she survived.
We don't know.
We could ask them.
What I would give to know, because she's not the type. Alan, anyone who was like, come here, he'd be like, all right, sure.
Yeah.
You know, like he's
wouldn't.
like, if he was a kid, he's the kid who like gets into the creepy van.
Definitely.
And like without asking any questions. Just, okay,
He'd be in
sure.
the van.
But Maggie doesn't even, come up to Steven,
No.
let alone a stranger. So she was definitely hiding for the month.
Yeah. So that's, why would she have been hiding? Where would she have survived for a month?
We don't know, but have any of your cats been missing?
Yeah.
We would love to hear those stories. I love reading your stories and everything.
I love reading the stories too.
But what a miracle. She came back and she's still here. So we think she has a little like PTSD.
She does.
Yeah.
She's like a Vietnam vet.
Not that we're belittling.
No.
Because
No.
someone was offended. They're like, my grandpa's a
sorry.
Vietnam vet. And
Well, it's just the way she goes, you weren't there.
yeah.
Sorry.
She's scarred. She's got,
She's a Santa Monica vet.
yes, exactly. She's got something going on.
She went to the Santa Monica vet.
Yeah. But she's healthy and she's here and she's back. So yay!
Yeah!
That's our cat story. Until next time, right below, what do you want? What topic do you want us?
Oh yeah.
What topic do you want us to
topic?
cover next episode? Because we want to just like talk about a topic or answer a question every episode.
Question.
So yay! Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment below.
Bye.
Any pet stories and topics for next time. Bye.